Gunman in the mass shooting at Walmart in El Paso, Texas, sentenced to serve 90 consecutive life terms. But 24-year-old Patrick Crusius still faces state charges that could result in the death penalty after killing 23 people at that Walmart back in 2019. Earlier this year, he pleaded guilty to nearly 50 federal hate crime charges, making it one of the U.S. government's largest hate crime cases.
Nestled along the jagged contours of the Rio Grande, on the edge of two different worlds, lies the city of El Paso, Texas. This warm, vibrant community thrums with life, a melting pot of Mexican and American cultures, where English and Spanish blend seamlessly in the sun-soaked streets. But beneath the vibrancy of this harmonious blend, there are shadows, echoes of a chilling event that have forever etched themselves into the very soul of this community. Today, we pull back the curtain on a story that has left an indelible scar on El Paso, a chilling tale of how an ordinary young man, living a seemingly mundane life, morphed into a monstrous figure of terror. Our story revolves around a single character, Patrick Crusius. Born on a warm summer day on July 27th, 1998 in Allen, Texas, he came into this world like any other child. Little did anyone know, the innocent baby would one day grow up to carry out one of the most heinous acts of violence the state of Texas had ever witnessed. Growing up in an upper-middle-class household in suburban Texas, Patrick had all the comforts that many could only dream of. Yet beneath the surface of this seemingly ordinary existence, a storm was brewing. Spending an unhealthy amount of time online, he began to get drawn towards the darkest corners of the digital world. The platforms such as Facebook, LinkedIn, 4chan, and Twitter were his playgrounds, the places where he nurtured and fed his growing resentment. His transformation was gradual, hidden behind the comforting anonymity of his screen. While his body was in his suburban Texas home, his mind was miles away, being corrupted by dangerous ideologies that propagated hate and xenophobia. He was unemployed, disconnected from reality, slowly losing touch with the world around him. His struggles with his mental health further pushed him into the abyss. With each passing day, Patrick was transforming, evolving into a figure of hate. The morning of August 3rd, 2019, dawned like any other. The sun rose, casting a warm, golden hue over the city of El Paso. Families gathered for breakfast, children laughed and played, couples shared warm smiles. It was a picture of everyday life, a picture that was about to be shattered. Patrick embarked on a sinister journey from his home in Allen to El Paso. A distance of 10 hours, a journey that many would find daunting, was just the beginning of his monstrous plan. Armed with an AK-47-style rifle, his destination was the bustling Walmart supercenter in the heart of the city. The Walmart was a hive of activity, a place where people from all walks of life gathered to shop. The smell of fresh produce, the sound of laughter, the excited chatter of children, all were about to be replaced by gunpowder, screams, and a deadly silence. With a chilling calmness, Patrick began his rampage. Starting in the parking lot, moving on to the store, he went aisle by aisle, his weapon wreaking havoc. As the echoes of gunfire subsided, a horrifying tableau unfolded. In its wake, the attack left 23 lives abruptly and tragically extinguished, 22 more grappling with injuries, and countless others forever scarred. Among the victims were 13 US citizens, 7 Mexican nationals, innocent lives caught up in a storm of hate. In a span of mere minutes, the bustling, vibrant Walmart turned into a grisly crime scene, a sight that would haunt the survivors and the first responders for the rest of their lives. In the aftermath of the carnage, a document surfaced that provided a chilling insight into Patrick's motivation. A manifesto, titled "The Inconvenient Truth," was discovered. Loaded with hateful anti-immigrant rhetoric, it was a grim testament to his belief in white supremacist ideologies and his warped motivation for the massacre. A series of legal battles ensued, leading to a cascade of trials, indictments, and pleas. Patrick Crusius was arrested, indicted on numerous federal charges, ranging from hate crimes to firearm offences. He faced the consequences of his actions in court, pleading guilty to all charges on February 8, 2023. The judicial wheel, slow but unerring, moved inexorably towards retribution. On July 7, 2023, the gavel fell. The sentence was passed. 90 consecutive life sentences. It was a sentence fitting the gravity of his crime, marking the end of a distressing chapter in the annals of El Paso's history. Patrick Crusius now spends his days in ADX Florence, the most secure prison in the United States, a place that's home to those who pose the most significant threats to society. Here, far removed from the society he shattered with his act of terror, he will spend the remainder of his life. The story of Patrick Crusius is a chilling testament to the devastating consequences of radicalization and hatred. It stands as a stark reminder of our duty as a society to identify and address these threats, to ensure that such a tragedy never unfolds again. This tale is our call to action, to vigilance, empathy, acceptance and resilience, the cornerstones of a society that refuses to be broken.